are we talking about hours or days or weeks?
It's probably going to be a few days to, or maybe a week or two at most.
Okay.
She's going to use some pretty powerful materials and make, to be on the safe side, and just to redo it and make sure it blend. Because she's first making a chemical potion and brewing it, stuff like that.
All right. Then I guess we need to ask Chukka and Clonk where we should set up and if there's anything that we can do while we're here.
They direct you to a few sheds that they have.
That are unoccupied.
Yeah, like a few structures. And when you ask if we can help, let's see, which one is it? Chaka goes, nods really heavily, and let's see. Clonk goes, and they both gesture you towards one of their machines, which I'll indicate with this.
Okay.
Which they indicate they can't seem to get moving or working.
Alrighty. Well, this would have been a good time to have an artificer around.
Oh, what the coincidence! If that's completely unnecessary.
Is one of yours?
No, so the fact that this is made for the idea of this was made before the artificer came out.
Oh, okay.
So
all right. So so to try to figure out why it's not working, is that
Arcana or investigation?
okay? All right. And we're in pretty good shape right now. It's
you're full.
We're not. We got here in a reasonable time of day, so we can go ahead and start work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's gonna check out first?
Cassandra. Arcana 12. Investigation 9. Those were terrible rolls.
Yep, this thing's broken, all right. Next.
Duly noted.
Who next?
Flick. 8 Arcana. 14 Investigation.
You think it's one of its. You think you almost found it, but you're not sure.
Okay.
So you get the next person advantage on one of their checks.
Arcana. I rolled the same thing on both dice, so 21.
One of the gears, a spiky gear, is comprised of spikes from a Hezru demon and pulsing with demonic energy and causing malfunction.
Alright, and then investigation was a 20.
Well, that's all you need to do. You just need to find out.
I only needed one or the other?
Yeah, that's what an or.
Okay. Alright, so one of the gears was made from the horn of a Hezru demon.
The spines of a Hezru demon. And it's not pulsing with demon power.
So we need to build a replacement that is not demonic in nature?
Or do any of you have dispel magic protection from evil and good?
No. I don't think so. Actually, let me check. I think I only got detect magic, not dispel magic.
Well, let me make an Arcana check, try and disable it, if you want.
Yeah, it's only detect magic.
Okay. And if who's interested in that particular Arcana can give me an Arcana check, try and disable it. But you must have Arcana proficiency to try this one.
2 of me have Arcana proficiency.
Good.
Okay. Cassandra, 12. That's the third consecutive 6 she's rolled.
Oh, wow, 66.
And Allie, 10.
No. Oh, Eisen got that 20.
Yay!
Eisen looks at it for a few seconds and then proceeds to fill with a few things. It goes. You actually hear a bang, like sounds like he's hitting the floor, like a little pot hitting the floor. And he's like, And you hear like this, and you hear a Chunker going, you hear Chuck make those like pots on the floor, like he's stunned. He goes. As we hop down, and they're gonna quickly turn it off so it doesn't run out of power. And they get a lot of people around here do need help with stuff every now and then, so we could offer to.
Yeah, no, I mean, if we're gonna be here for days or even a week or two, then we're not just gonna sit around and twiddle our thumbs. So yeah, I think we'd like to keep getting some chores.
Yep. So
earn our keep.
One of them, I'd say, pass me that one, the big one. Looks like a golem, the yellow one. Yeah. You see a little hop like, and Chuckle points at him and says, "It's Mickey."
Mickey?
Yes. And he
Um,
goes. He goes. Indicating that he's not sure if he needs help or something. Maybe by examining the machine.
Flick steps forward and
This way?
asks, yeah, to
Clonk.
Clonk and Chukka, and says, "Does Mickey need assistance?"
Let's see. Clonk gives you the impression that he's not sure, but he thinks so. He just
Does he need does he need to be repaired, or does he need help doing some chore? Okay. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Flick turns around and looks at the various spellcasters. What do you know about repairing golems?
give me a insight check.
From the spellcasters?
Anyone who's interested.
Insight. Card. Crit. Nat 20.
Who was that?
That was Allie. So insight, that's 31.
He has a bit of he has a large piece of a destroyed bone devil lodged in his foot.
Well, Allie seems to be good at figuring out what's going on, but not so good at fixing it.
So he has like a bit of like this thing stuck in his foot.
Okay.
Like this stuck in his foot, and he's like, that's why he's hopping, because he's like got like a, it's like stepping on a Lego and getting in like a large piece of Lego, and then it goes up into your foot, and now every time you move it just moves around.
Yeah. No, I remember when we were clearing out all those thorns
Oh, yeah.
at Granny's house, and I was stepping on them, and then they broke off of the branches and stayed in the sole of my shoe, and I had to take tweezers to get them all out because they were poking through and stabbing me in the bottom of the foot.
Thank you for that image. Alright, so anyone who wants to try and remove it can make a medicine check.
Medicine. And anybody can do this, so you don't have to have proficiency.
But if you want to advance on it, one of your friends can help you.
Alright. Flick and Cassandra will try together. 19.
That's fast. You manage to remove it, and Mickey goes, then puts his foot down and goes, and offer it, and goes,
Aww.
you hear a, what the beep? We can't do the Mickey anymore, from one of the red caps. Like Fuku's over here like, what the hells? We were going to do the Mickey just now we can't do the Mickey. Yes, I'm portraying them as gangsters and I don't care.
Flick steps forward about 10...
This way?
That way. About 10 feet and says, "What do you mean doing the Mickey?
His little dance, so cute.
Did you put that in his foot?
Put what in his foot?
The thing you just complained about us taking out?
You took out a piece of his foot. Well, we just wanted to do the Mickey. It's his little dance. He's so cute.
I can't tell if he's lying or not.
What'd you get?
I got 11.
They're not lying. Also, you can have Allie check. Remember, Allie has a minimum of 8 on this.
Yes, I know. That's how she got a 19 before, and a 19 again.
So, they're not lying. They honestly have no idea how he got injured. They just love dancing. They're also complete idiots.
Okay.
They think he's dancing, and they think that's cute as all 9 hells.
Alrighty.
Some music, this one, this one. As this happens, you hear shoot, 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 shoot. As a little flame skull comes by and just goes shoot, shoot, shoot with mage hands.
Okay.
They go, yeah, screw you, Barnabas.
A flaming skull?
Yeah, it's called flame skull.
Okay. Alright. But this isn't like a demi-lich or anything.
No. Those things
This
are
isn't okay.
It's a flame. It's a skull on fire that happens to be sentient as well.
Bob. Good to know.
He goes shoot, shoot, shoot. Sorry about that. Those guys are annoying as all 9 hells. Anyway, thanks for fixing Mickey.
Our pleasure.
Hate those things.
Ask your name?
I'm
I'm
Barnabas.
Flick.
He says, I'm Barnabas.
It's nice to meet you, Barnabas. I'm Flick.
Oh, yeah, we never had that discussion we were going to have. Remember, our characters were going to give, like, their motivations and everything.
Well, that's probably something that we can do while we're killing time here.
Yeah, let's do that. He says, I may help something later, but, you guys just helped. I'll make you a lot, so I'll just, leave you be for now. So, well, we just meet up at, I guess, so.
At our shed.
Yeah. I'll just move all these. So we got a few nice sheds, so. So, Brian says, so why are we all fighting? Like, why'd you guys come down here? Actually, that'll be Hazir. He doesn't have his mask anymore. Hazir says, so why do you guys fight? Why are you fighting?
So Ali says, I didn't exactly sign up to fight. I was hired because I'm an intelligence broker. They thought they could use my skills in figuring out what's going on, and I thought it would be to my advantage to learn what's going on. So I'm here on retainer, primarily for basically for sniffing out anything of interest, but the fighting is just because of the circumstances we keep finding ourselves in. I wasn't hired for my combat skills. That's not my strong suit. I'm all about the investigations.
Varian says, I want to save lives. Who's next? That's me, Brendan, saying that, not Varian saying that.
Well, if it's one of my people, Flick will be next.
Okay. Eisen's gonna be like the last one to go.
Alright, so is Flick next?
Yeah.
Well, in my case, I was sort of conscripted at one remove. The Flaming Fist?
Flaming Fist.
The Flaming Fist felt that an individual with my mentor skills would be valuable to this effort, and came to conscript him. He's on the older side, and while he's extremely skilled and talented.
He is
I didn't
elderly.
want him put in this position, so I volunteered to take his place.
Hazir says, I see. I joined only for one reason. Duty. That's why I came down.
Ali asks, and to whom is your duty?
I owe to those who suffer. Should they fall, or be consumed by the rage of the hells in the abyss, I am not doing my dues. So Cassandra has to go, and then Eisen will go.
Okay. I never did come up with a proper story for Cassandra.
You can just say it's the right thing to do. And just expand on it if you want.
It seems that the current crisis was considerable. I felt that someone with my abilities was morally obligated to put out a hand and help. It would have been wrong to look the other way.
Hazir nods. Wait, that's not one of us. Why'd I have that one in?
That was probably the other of Chukka and Clonk.
Yeah. So Eisen says...
Is Rhea with us, or did she stay back?
She stayed back.
Okay.
Eisen says... I wish to learn all there is to know. And that's all he says.
Ali nods. I can get alongside that. She is a little curious, though, in the back of her head about Hazir. Because that was a very different answer than
What she
we
expected.
originally had from him. Because the original story we got was that the reason that he was working for the Flaming Fist is that it was
no,
that.
he meant like why we came down.
Hmm?
He's asking like why we came down. Now I work for the Flaming Fist.
Oh, okay.
Like when we agreed to come down to the 9 hells.
Okay, why once the
Why once our job was why we agreed to come down to the 9 hells of Baldur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay, well, in that case, it just seemed a logical extension of the job we were originally hired to do. It did not seem that the job was truly done yet.
Mm-hmm. So, I actually gave more than I planned to give for Hazir. Hazir's always just going to say, duty.
Yeah, but you knew Ali wasn't going to let him get away with just that.
I figured you might even try to put a knife to his throat if I didn't give enough, but...
No, not Ali.
One of you would.
No, I don't have anybody in this campaign who would do that.
Anyway, so, Varian says, so we don't even know everyone's last name yet. Shall we give those as well?
I have to come up with names for two of mine.
I'll have my characters go first. Hazir says, Evernight.
You are not going to believe what Cassandra's last name just became.
What?
Right, I hit enter before you said that. Evarnai. Evernai. We'll pronounce it Evarnai.
Ivarna. Yes. Okay, what about the one who you do have?
No. I'm only coming up with names for two, not because the third one has a last name, because the third one doesn't have a last name.
Oh, Allie is
Allie has a last name because she has parents.
Yeah. And Flick is just Flick.
So do Tabaxi have
They
names?
They just have the.
Because I thought they just have the designation.
Yeah, she just has that.
She just gives her full name, which is my name is actually amongst the alleyways. But again, please call me Allie. And Flick says, I don't have a last name. I don't technically have a first name. People have called me Flick since I was a child, but I never knew my parents. I've been on the streets as long as I can remember.
Varine says, yes, my last name is Light Soul. And Cassandra gives hers, so that means that we've done all of them except for Eisen. Correct?
I think so. What was Hazir's?
Hazir was Evernight.
Evernight, yes. Evernight, Light Soul, and...
Eisen says, similar to Flick, I don't really have a last name, but people call me Of the Clanless Heart.
Of the Clanless Heart. Hazir, Evernight. Light Soul. And... Oh, I never put my people in.
Correct.
Okay, so Cassandra, Ivarna, and Vascali is her quarry. Flick amongst the alleyways. Okay.
So now we can do the dream sequence, I guess.
Dream sequence?
Yeah, we can do the ritual.
Okay, so after that incident, we just passed the time doing random chores for a week or so.
So I'll start this like that. So. Oh yeah, Barnabas. He'll have this the red caps like to throw things at Barnabas, so he managed to get his thing taken care of after a while.
Okay.
So Mad Maggie creates a fiendish circle on the ground and arranges several comfortable black cushions at the center. She has Lula wrestling cushions, which the Hollyphant does with a bit of trepidation. She then places two skulls in the circle, knowing that she's sure her sister won't care if she picks their brains about this problem.
Nope, you gotta repeat that last one.
Noting that she's sure her sisters won't care if she picks their brains about this problem. So then she tells us to take up places within the circle. She tells us to close our eyes and keep them closed, and the ritual should last about 10 minutes, and that during the ritual we'll all be joined by a telepathic bond. If anyone leaves the circle, the ritual is interrupted and she'll have to start over. An incomplete ritual yields no insights into her memories.
Okay.
You sense a brilliant flash of light.
Everybody go to the bathroom before it starts.
A tingling sensation sweeps over your bodies as vibrant rainbows appear in your minds, and you see Lulu's first dream unfold. As the rich, radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows slowly dissolves, warm sunlight fills the area. Within that space, Lulu flies lazily in a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. As the pair strolls through the tall green grass, the voice of the hag fills your mind. Push through this vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Everybody?
Yep. Also, you get to see each other in their true forms now, because you see each other, or in your ideal forms, I guess.
Aww.
Or your preferred forms, whatever your preferred form is, so. So I guess you want to actually see like in that, so.
Cassandra got an 8.
Okay.
God.
My character's all passed.
Intelligence is Flick's dump stat. Oh, but he rolled well. 18.
Okay.
And Allie... 17.
Okay, so we all passed except for the one who got an
Cassandra.
Yeah, so she takes 11 psychic damage. Everyone else takes nothing.
Oh, so I take 6 psychic damage because I'm resistant.
Oh, yay! Okay, so now we're right about here, and I need to find something. To Tabasco. There we go. So we're like right about here. So, a flame-encircled battlefield appears on a barren hellscape. At the center of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, horribly injured. You see yourself standing in defense of Lulu and the angel, facing outward as 6 small, spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappears through a portal. The devils! Hisses the hag's disembodied voice. You must defeat those devils!
So we're psychically about to engage in combat?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready for the murder?
I hope.
Start with Flick.
20.
Okay. Allie.
9.
Cassandra.
17.
They got a 5. Oh, 8 and 19. So, we're starting with Flick.
Okay.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Let's see.
I have a cool trick, by the way, Mom. If you want my input.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
If you go to here, you can use your surge, and then you can hit all 3 of these with your,
Surge? Oh, you mean the...
activate those arms.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can hit them all, and they can start...
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
I figured you'd want to go for that, and I figured that you would want to know that you could actually do more damage overall.
So, dex saving throws.
I'm ready for the dexterity failures! Highest we got was a 9.
Yay! So they all took 4 damage because, again, Sherry can't roll.
14, 5, 4.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, base attack,
Base attack.
13.
Number 5?
Yes.
That's a hit.
Yay! That's 11 damage.
So number that equals con save. Be fine.
Okay, so my extra attack, because I can attack twice instead of once, whenever I take the attack action. 21.
Okay?
Oh, I forgot to subtract the key point. Hang on, let me go subtract the key point.
To use your visage, by the way.
I don't think I used the visage.
You can choose to use visage if you want.
Yeah, because I can do it in the same...
Bonus.
I don't think I need it right now. So, again, 21 to hit, and that's another 8 damage, and I do not get to do the
Unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike because I already used my bonus action to manifest my astral arms.
Hazir goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is going to commence
Punchy punchies.
the murder. So we got nat 20 and 2 hits, which means. And that brings us to Eisen. Okay. Who? Bam! Bam! He's gonna try and whittle them down one by one. One hit. Sorry, no, wrong one. They failed their saves. So. That's. Ding ding! To number. Okay, so as this happens, combat ends.
Oh.
Yes, I'm not kidding. A landscape with thick black smoke and the smells of death and decay expands to encompass everything. The small devils, as by the previous stream, kneel before you and offer to serve you if you spare their lives. Boop.
Did you say devils or demons?
Devils. These are spine devils.
Allie looks over her shoulder at Lulu.
She's not here anymore.
Sod.
Gesundheit.
I don't know what to do. If they're devils, then they would obey that. But
It's still a devil.
Huh?
I'm making a joke about how it's a devil, so how good a deal can it be to make a deal with a creature that's going to obey a deal? I mean, sure, it'll save your life, but it's technically going to save your life.
What?
That was a really bad joke on my part that I love making. And what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I don't know.
What would your characters do?
I believe Flick would continue fighting.
So put him over here with the nose. Nose. Allie?
Allie doesn't know.